What up, what up, what up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new episode of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up, what's up, what's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Subscribe. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Also, hit that like button. Also, leave a comment at the end of this video, especially if you like what I'm preaching out there. Leave your boy a comment. And also, share the podcast, share the YouTube channel, share this video, share whatever. I would gladly appreciate it. This episode here is not going to be easy for me. Now, I've dived into WNBA talk. I've dived into NBA talk. Since I've been doing, YouTube, dropping these videos on YouTube, I haven't really spoke about baseball as much. But to let y'all know, yes, I am, I'm not going to say I'm a baseball fan per se, but I damn sure am a Yankee fan. I am a Yankee fanatic, okay? Have been since I was a kid, okay? So, y'all gonna have to excuse me for how I'm going to be feeling with this episode because I am not too thrilled with my Yankees right now. I am very disappointed in them at this point. And to think that we was cruising earlier this season, dating back to early June, like early last month, we was cruising to the point where we damn near had the best record or we was tied for the best record. We ain't got to worry about that no more because we have been slumping after slumping after slumping. Now, again, I just started doing these YouTube videos. My podcast is on audio, which you can also find on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, not Google Podcasts no more, but Amazon Music. So the audio version is on those platforms. And I remember correctly, and I remember the clearest day, I have 335 episodes in total. The 334th episode, I remember correctly that I said the test for us is coming up that particular weekend for the rest of the month. Because before I recorded that episode, we had just finished playing the Kansas City Royals and we won that series 2-1. I said the real test for us was coming for the rest of the month because we had the Red Sox, we had the Orioles, we had the Braves, we had the Mets, we had the Blue Jays. That was all just to end June, okay? And every single series I just mentioned, we lost all of them. We lost every single series that I just mentioned. The only series we didn't lose was against the Blue Jays. We split that 2-2. But see, me, honestly, I don't do ties. When you get a 4-game series and you split that shit 2-2, in my eyes, that's a loss. Especially when you were supposed to be the more superior team, which we are. Well, which we're supposed to be. And no. And then to add insult to injury, this past series, we get swept by the fucking Cincinnati Reds. Wow, I'm thinking football. We got swept by the Cincinnati Reds. Yes, the Cincinnati Reds. The only thing fascinating about them is that Dela Cruz kid. That's it. And we can't even beat them. Like, again, we was cruising, okay? It was looking like we were heavy favorites to get to the World Series. Now, We probably still gonna go to the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. We probably still gonna go to the playoffs. But this is not the time right now to start fucking up. It's not. Now, of course, you're going to have those people that say, oh, maybe it's a good thing it's happening now, so then that way they can, work on the adjustments and shit like that. I understand that, but see, me being the Yankee fan that I am, the diehard Yankee fan that I am, it's time that we get another championship. It's time. It is time. We have not won a World Series since 2009. That's 15 years ago. 15 years ago has been the last time we have won the World Series. Louis Gill. Listen, I didn't know him from a hole in the wall. I just knew that he had them pinstripes on and he was playing phenomenal for us. To the point where he started the season 9-1. He has now lost his last 3 starts. Carlos Rodon, who came to us in free agency last year. I kind of gave him a pass last year because, what was it? I think he had got hurt. I think he got hurt not last season, the year before. I think he got hurt, tried to come back, stinked up the joint. So I kind of gave him a pass because he wasn't 100% healthy. We now date back to now, right? Started the season 9-2. He was starting to come along. Now this motherfucker done lost his last 4 starts. Our pitching rotation has been very inconsistent this year. This is why I was hoping to God we could probably get Yamo Soto. Unfortunately, he chose to go to the Dodgers because I felt that we needed another strong arm aside Gary Cole. Now he just came back from being injured from spring training. They said that he would return in June, and he did. The end of June. He's only pitched in 2 games. He got shit beat down his leg against the Mets. I'm going to kind of give him a pass for that because that was his first start of the season. So I'm going to give him a pass for that. For you to be a Cy Young winner and get shit beat down your leg like that, it was embarrassing, but I am going to give him a pass. But he did redeem himself in his last outing against the Blue Jays to help us to basically help us not lose that series because he got the win for us, which had the series tied at 2. I'm going to give him a pass. I'm about tired of Gleyber Torres. I think it's time that we trade him. Giancarlo Stanton was having an amazing season. But of course, not to my surprise, he gets injured. I knew that was coming. I was just waiting for the time for it. Since he's been in pinstripes, he has always taken that trip to the injured list. See, before they used to call it the DL, disabled list. Now they just call it injured list. If it's one thing I know for sure when it comes to him, he is going to get on an injured list. And he was having a great season. And now he's on the injured list. They're talking about he may be out for about 3-4 weeks. Not to my surprise. Juan Soto has played amazing for us this year. Amazing for us. We have got to pay him. We've got to give him what he wants come free agency. I say we work on that shit now. We do not want him to test the free agent market. We don't. We got lucky with Judge when he was a free agent. We don't want to do this with Soto. We need to get this done. We need to get his long-term deal done right now. We need to get this shit finished before the season's over. Because not for nothing, the only person right now that's basically consistent for us is Judge. He's the only person that's consistent with us right now. Now, not for nothing, he didn't have a good season to start with. But he definitely picked it up. Like, Judge right now clearly is the MVP of the American League. Clearly, right now, at this present moment, he is the MVP right now. Reason being is because of this. In the 2021 season, at this time, not even at this time, This was Bryce Harper's numbers throughout the whole season. And he won MVP. He had a 309 batting average. He had 35 home runs and 84 RBIs. That was his numbers for the whole season, and that got him MVP. This was the 2021 season, after the pandemic year. This is Aaron Judge's numbers. Currently, right now, at this particular moment, these are Aaron Judge's numbers right now. 314 batting average, 32 home runs, 83 RBIs. Those are his numbers. And we're only in July. Those numbers I just mentioned for Bryce Harper, that was his numbers for the whole season, and he got MVP. Judge is putting up this number. He's putting up MVP numbers in half a season. Now, through the grace of God, hopefully he don't get hurt. Because usually he winds up getting hurt too. So hopefully he don't get hurt. Because I will tell you this. Listen, I said this in the episode that I told y'all about that's on streaming platforms. I said the real test was going to be when we played the Red Sox, Orioles, Braves, Mets, Blue Jays. And we stinked up the joint against all those teams. If you thought that was something, we are now in the month of July. We are almost at the break for All-Star game. Our schedule don't get any easier. It don't get any easier. Because guess what? When I said that before, when I said the test starts, who was the first team that we played when I said that? The Red Sox. And now I'm saying it now. We need to snap out of this funk. We got to get back to the winning that we was doing before. But guess what? Who do we start this series off with this weekend? The Boston Red Sox. Then after that, who do we got? The Tampa Bay Rays. Even though they're struggling, they are still our division rivals. We still struggle with them. I don't give a damn about them having a 44 and 43 record. That don't mean nothing to me. When you play a team so often, like you do when you play your division rivals, it can go either way. So after the Red Sox, we got the Rays. Then after that, we got the Orioles, who we're fighting with for first place in our division. They got like a 2-3 game lead on us. Then after that, we got the All-Star break. Judge, don't do no home run derby. Don't do none of that shit. We don't need you for that. Then, once All-Star break is over, we play the Rays again. This time in our house. Then we got the Mets. Listen, crosstown rivals. I don't care if their record is 42 and 43. That shit didn't mean nothing when they swept us last week. Then we get the Red Sox again at Fenway. And then to round off the month, we go to Philly to play the Phillies. So if I said last month the real test was going to be what it was, this right here is the real test. Because quite frankly, this schedule for the rest of this month is going to be crazy. We're going to really see what we're made of for the rest of this month. We're going to find out if we're really championship worthy. Because we might still make the playoffs. But if we can get out of this for the rest of the month and win these series the way that we should, then I'll have some confidence that we can get to the World Series. Because I'm not liking what I'm seeing right now. I honestly don't. I honestly do not like what I'm seeing. And not for nothing, I haven't been boasting and bragging about the Yankees anyway, because I seen something like this coming. As a fan of the Yankees, and I've been a fan of them for many, many years, I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I've always been a Yankee fan. We always have that time where we hit a little growing pains. I just didn't think the growing pains would continue at this span. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In our last 6 series, we've lost 5 of them and split 1. I don't ever recall the growing pains being that long. Pause. Or no diddy or whatever. But we got to get it together. But I'm telling you, the rest of this month is not going to be easy. The rest of this month is not going to be easy. So I'm telling you, the rest of this month is going to be the test to see what we're really made of. For real, for real. If we got any championship aspirations, we got to get out of this month winning every series. I'm not saying we got to win every game, because that's impossible. I would love for us to get on a crazy winning streak like we was before. I would love for us to get a 6 to 8 game winning streak just to boost up the confidence. But we cannot lose all these series. We just can't do it. We can't. We can't. There's no excuse. When you put them pinstripes on, when you put that jersey on, it is a responsibility that comes with it. And right now, they are playing like straight shit. That's why I put doo-doo in the thumbnail. I know that might be a little, too direct for y'all, but I have no choice but to keep it real. I have to do what I got to do. And as a diehard Yankee fan, I have to call it how I see it. They're playing like straight shit, and I'm not liking it. So hopefully they get it together. Hopefully they turn this season around. At least before the All-Star break. At least go into the All-Star break on a winning note. But we're going to see. We're going to see. But it's time to wrap up this episode. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going. Keep it growing. Keep it flowing. Once again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Y'all hit me up in them comments. Tell me what you think. If there are any fellow Yankee fans out there, which I'm sure it is, because we're one of the most popular teams in the world, scream at me. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what your expectations is for the rest of this season. Once again, share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All that good shit. So, again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Y'all be safe out there. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. I took a day off from dropping some material. I said I'm going to take a day off. I said I'll be back to y'all on Friday. And I want to throw a little curveball at y'all because, again, I haven't really talked about baseball. But I said, you know what? Let's talk about this because my Yankees are pissing me off. So this is the best time to talk about it. So, catch y'all on the flip side. Y'all be safe out there. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here. Salute.